How far does this mic go? Oh, yeah, this is good. So it's my privilege to introduce you, Paul Flynn. Friends, we will win this. This is the prelude to victory. We saw democracy at its worst and its best in the chamber today. To my shame, my party talked it out. I've been a member of the Parliamentary Labour Party for 31 years. I'm not sure I will be at the end of this weekend, by the time we'll sort out why on earth they voted to sabotage this bill today. We've seen the utter cruelty and absurdity of the cannabis laws in the case of Alfie. How our hearts are pierced, how anyone would have to be made of stone not to be moved by the plight of Alfie's parents, when they have medicine approved in 14 countries in the world and banned here, banned irrationally, banned by bad science. And we've got the evidence of 5,000 years of cannabis use in every continent of the planet. If there was anything dangerous, damaging with it, it would have been known. And we've got medicinal drugs that they approve of that have killed people on an industrial scale, from thalidomide to Operon to valproate to Vioxx, a whole string of drugs. But we have a corrupt system of regulating drugs that's run by big pharma, not by big sense, which is us. There is a difference. How can we respect a party that treats in the Commons the treatment of a young child and all those others suffering from MS as though it's a problem of law and order? It's a Home Office that answered the question. Giving a few drops of cannabis to a young boy is not going to set off a crime wave. But we've got a spokesman for the Conservative Party who happens to be married to a person who works for GM pharmaceuticals that sell cannabis on a hugely inflated price. That's the reason why the health minister didn't reply to the debate in the House of Commons. It was a health minister that replied in the Lords. And there is progress, there is sense, there is dialogue going on. And I believe that some kind of dispensation must be given to the Alfie the child and everyone else that's taking their cannabis in the same way that Elizabeth Bryce took a cannabis, a great woman, television producer. She translated the Noddy books into Latin, amongst her other achievements, but a wonderful woman, but knew that the only way, as a very intelligent, perceptive woman, the only way to escape from the misery, from the indignity, from the seizures, from the traumas that she suffered, was cannabis, and took it and campaigned bravely. We're on a crusade, comrades, and we're going to win. We've got sense on our side. We've got on the other side bad democracy. We've got people who refuse to debate an issue, and we've got the startling evidence from America now. I chair also a committee in this House on the reduction of the use of opioids, because they're the greatest threat to the health of the country at the moment. They're in danger of killing 72,000 people in America, and the same plague is coming here. Of the 29 states in America that have made medicinal cannabis legal again, all of them have shown a reduction in opioid use. There's been a health benefit on this. So comrades, I'm wonderful to see you here, braving the cold of the day, braving the stupidity of some of our elected members, and saying that we will win on this. It's a battle against bad science. It's a battle against a law that's prejudice-rich and evidence-free. It's a battle for sense and for compassion and for the relief of suffering. We're going to win. Onward we'll go, and the campaign continues. This is a point on it, a point where we can see victory inside. Thank you very much.
Well done everybody for turning up today. Obviously I've only been elected in 2017, and for me being involved with the UPA is very, very important, because I'm representing a number of constituents, and now I'm representing the UPA as their patron alongside Paul, and it is a great pride. But today, great disappointment everybody, because the first time that I've seen firsthand something I really, really care about being filibustered by my own party. But we do have a date for another reading, don't we, Paul, on the 6th of July? So we are working towards it, and we're going to talk and have those conversations, and we're not going to give up the fight, because we don't want to give up the fight for Alfie, but it's not, you know, Alfie and his family and everybody else that needs that, you know, medicinal cannabis is legalised. The Welsh Assembly recognises and supports the legalisation of medicinal cannabis. Why can't the UK government see that we need to be moving in the right direction? I mentioned in Parliament the other day that people are scared of the word cannabis. Well, for goodness sake, you know, we shouldn't be scared of something that's been helping people for generations. And, you know, this is a ridiculous situation that we are in, and Paul, myself and other people from across the House, Leila Moran as well, we are going to fight it, and we're going to be behind your cause 100%. So thank you for your time. It's been an amazing turnout. It'll be much sunnier in July, but make sure you bring out more people with you. We will be here supporting you, and we're behind you 100%. Let's go for it and fight it.
Thank you ever so much, Tanya. Thank you ever so much, Paul. I'm just trying to look around here. Do we have John Bryce? John Bryce, are you around and about somewhere? Ah, right behind me. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Elizabeth Bryce's brother, and he's going to say a few words. Oh, and we'll have Charlie forward as well. You can come forward and say a few words as well.
Thank you so much, Paul, for keeping the whole campaign going on Elizabeth's behalf. And she'd be so. Sorry.
Just think, right. All the cameras are behind you.
Okay. She'd be so proud to see you all here. She really would. Everything that you said, and the young man who with MS who came up earlier, I mean, that was so moving. This gentleman here. The reason that Elizabeth campaigned so tirelessly for this cause is that it worked. It really worked. You know, I saw her smoke a cannabis joint, and all the aches and pains when, as the gentleman here was saying, you know more, and it brought the spark back into her eyes, and it made her alive again. I mean, it really works, and as Paul said, it's a 5,000-year-old medicine, and thanks so much for coming. She'll be so proud to see you all here. Please come back in July. Please keep spreading the word. It really does work. And thanks again, Paul, so much for keeping the fight. Cheers.
Thanks ever so much, John. It's a real privilege to have you here. A few words from Charlie. Where are you? Charles?
So you heard there, it's being moved to July. At least it'll be warm then.
I remember having growing cannabis in her backyard, and she was worried that the police would it was a bit, it's like a Breaking Bad situation, where she was worried that the police would tar her with some kind of illegal kind of thing that would go to me and my brother, but that wasn't the case at all. And she was brilliant, and she campaigned tirelessly, and very self-effacingly, and yeah, you're right actually. It brought the spark back into her eyes, and she was quite hard as well. That's the thing that people miss, a bit. She wasn't afraid to like sort of face down politicians and like all that shit. So like yeah, anyway, she was brilliant. So come on again.
Thanks ever so much. It was actually a real surprise. It was a call I only got a couple of days ago because the Bryce family weren't fully aware of what was going on, and I think they saw Paul Flynn once again standing up for cannabis and mentioning the Elizabeth Bryce name, and suddenly it all clicked and they've been in touch, and we're so happy that you're pleased about that. She's an absolute cultural hero, so that's fantastic. Thanks ever so much. Am I going to introduce you? I would like once more time to introduce our founder, Clark French.
Thanks, John. This time I'll keep it fairly short and sweet. We've got a lot of work to do, everyone. We've got a lot of things to change, and we've got a lot of people's minds to sway, and we've got work to do. We need to unite. We need to support.
Stone of God Dopes. Send us a message for more details, mate.
We do need to
I'll be up for that.
Look at the people beside you here today. Every single one of you here is a pioneer. We are taking this fight to this building, and we are not going to stop until we get what we want. Are we going to stop until we get what we want? So,
it is, I said this earlier, it's £400,000.
He was up there causing trouble on the steps, that's where he was. Looking mischievous, he was.
So we've fought for this for an incredibly long time, and I think everybody here, on behalf of everybody here today, we really want to thank you for being the person that is able to speak the truth, despite the stigma, despite the ignorance, despite all of the rubbish that keeps our medicine from us. We have somebody who is our hero, our pioneer, and the person that can help us to do this. So we appreciate you, and thank you so much. I think what we need to do is we need to... I lost my wallet. How am I getting home?